Okay, so we're jumping right into it, and I am going to apply this bald cap for the first time in my life. I maybe should have watched a few tutorials before I just tried to wing this, but I was like, I can figure it out. So all I'm doing is slicking my hair back. Now, just because I'm doing this for the video, I'm not going to tuck all my hair into the bald cap, because if I were, I would definitely need someone's help to help me pin my hair back and actually get the bald cap on itself. So I'm just going to be leaving the back of my hair out. So I'm just smoothing everything down and then putting it into a braid, like I said, so I can just leave the tail of my hair out. Again, if you want to actually wear a bald cap out, have someone help you. This is definitely a two-person job. So once I have everything pulled back and secure, I did throw some bobby pins in there. We can admire ourself. So cute, right? And then using our head, we're just going to pull the bald cap on and slide it back. So you see, the ripples that I had in my head, I don't mind because it is an alien look, so I thought it gave it a little more texture. I also cut my ears out of the bald cap. Definitely have somebody help you do that. So I'm just folding it up at the top, and I'm applying some adhesive. This is basically like spirit gum. You just apply it, wait for it to get tacky, and then you can adhere like any kind of prosthetic or bald cap, anything like that, and it is skin safe. And then I'm just attaching it to my forehead. It was pulling my brows up like kind of crazy, but I dug it and I knew I was going to cover them anyways. So I'm just securing the bald cap, and then we can start painting it. Okay, so when I originally started painting it, I had mixed some colors from the Flash palette. So these are cream paints right here. This is just like a combo of the blue, the pink, and the white. But it was taking forever just to mix up the colors because I was using such a small amount. So I am going to switch to a water-activated color. This is from Graf Tobin, but the Snazaroo ones are basically the same thing. And I'm just going to paint the rest of my head with that. Way easier, bigger brush. Do it. And don't forget to paint your ears. Only if you want to, though. Only if you want to. I then took the sponge and I tore it up, and I started using it to create texture on my head just by dabbing into the still wet purple paint and bringing it forward. And then I'm also going to drag it down onto my forehead where I have no paint currently. I'm then going to go into some white cream face paint. This is from NYX, and I'm just taking the same brush and I'm going to dot the white all over my entire head to add just texture. I forgot what I was saying. Then taking some large holographic glitter that I got from Michaels and some smaller holographic glitter, I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to use the eye candy adhesive. And I'm using another one of the sponges from the pack that I got from Michaels, and I'm just applying the adhesive first to my bald head, my little purple head. And then I'm just going to dip the brush into the bowl with the glitter, and I'm just going to push the glitter into my head. It actually worked really well. The sponge was perfect for it. When you could tell when to put more adhesive on the brush because there would be no more glitter left on it. So it worked really well. I didn't make that big of a mess, and I really dug this purple glitter head. I would really wear it out. Like, I loved it that much. Well, I mean, who doesn't love glitter? Next, I got a whole bunch of random sized little stick-on jewels from Michaels. They were pretty inexpensive, and I just got a bunch of different sizes. So I'm going to use some medium ones, some small ones, and some really small ones to just cover my brows with. They did have sticky stuff on them, but it wasn't enough to like bypass all the glitter. So I am just adhering them with a little bit of lash glue. And then because I didn't want my eyebrow to like arch, I'm just covering up the ends of my tail, like my brow hairs, with some purple paints, and then I'm just going to go over it with glitter to mesh it all together, and then bejewel and glitter the other brow. Next, we're going to start working on her eyes, and I'm going into a Morphe palette, and I'm just going to take a combo of the purples in the palette and put these in the crease of my eye. I switched brushes. I moved on to like a more tiny brush. I like smaller detail brushes, and I'm just going to kind of go ham in here. I'm not going to try to be super precise because I just want to kind of hollow out my eyes a little bit. I will be skipping contacts for this look just because there's so much glitter involved in it that I wasn't trying to take any chances and get it in my eyes, and I can't put in contacts before I do my makeup because then otherwise I just can't see. So I'm really trying to hollow them out with the purple shadow. Okay, I'm quickly going to add a little bit of moisturizer. I'm using the Hangover RX from Too Faced. So I'm going to use this as my moisturizer and my primer, and then I'm just going to even out my skin with the Airbrush foundation from Sephora. I constantly go back and forth to the eyes. Here I'm just adding a little bit of a blue shade to give it a little more depth. Then I'm going to go into the Flash palette from Makeup Forever, and I'm going to pick up the Silver Cream color, and we're going to place this on our lids. We're just laying down the Silver Cream as our base at first because I'm going to pack over it with the MoonChild kit from Anastasia, the Glow Kit. So we're going to pack that over it, so we're just laying down a base so it sticks to it. Then we're going to throw on some false lashes. I'll have all the products that I used, as always, listed in the bottom bar for you guys because I don't know the name of these. And here I have used the MoonChild Glow Kit from Anastasia, and I just packed on Purple Horse, and then I'm just going to touch up my liner because the highlighter did kind of lighten it a little bit. Alright, so next I'm just going to lay down what I would contour my face. I don't know if I was an alien. This is kind of how I guess I would contour. That's what it reminded me of. So I'm just using a pencil at first. It's not necessary. I just kind of draw out where I was going to lay down my shadows. So I was just using a light colored pencil, and then I'm going over it with purple shadows. I'm using a BH Cosmetics 120 palette now, like the super colorful one, because I had a lot more color variety than just the Morphe palette. So I'm just going to take a mixture of purples. I'm going to start with the darkest purple at first and then start to drag it down and blend it out with a little bit of a lighter purple. And then we're going to go over everything with, again, the MoonChild Glow Kit. And we're just going to use like a combo of Purple Horse and Blue Ice to give us like a nice glowy effect. Alright, next I'm going to create a lower lash line because I am going to be applying some false lashes down there. So I'm going to extend my lower lash line on the outer edge as well as the inner corner. I'm just doing this with some purple shadow at first, and then I'm smoking it out with a little bit of darker shadow, and then I'll go over everything with a black liquid liner, which will act as my guide, I can't even talk, as to where I'll place my false lashes. I'm also going to go in and line my waterline and the area that's right above my new lower lash line with a little bit of a white pencil, and it is the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. Alright, moving a little bit lower down, I'm just going to draw kind of like a circle here on my chin. I don't know what to draw for an alien, so I just drew this little circle, and we're going to kind of give it the same effect as our glowy under eye contour is. I mean, it kind of looks like a mask, but it's supposed to be like my under eye contour. So we're just going to kind of match what we did up there and have it like a gradient effect. So I'm going to just start with some darker purples on the outer corners, and then as we meet towards the middle, we'll add the highlight. Feeling myself clearly. Okay, moving on, I'm going to take some of the bigger jewels, and I'm going to use those to kind of disguise the edge of the bald cap a little more. So I'm going to take the really big jewels, medium-sized jewels, all kind of jewels, and I'm just going to start to kind of decorate the temple areas of my head, kind of where the bald cap meets my natural skin. So I'm just trying to disguise that line a little more is basically what I'm trying to do. I also had these rhinestones that were just kind of like strips, so you could just pull them off and it was one piece. So I'm gonna use that and kind of wrap it around my head because I'm kind of feeling like she's like an intergalactic alien princess or something. So this could be like her little makeshift crown. Then I'm just taking that original cream paint that I mixed up in the beginning that I was painting my head with, and I'm just kind of adding it to the edges of my face and a little underneath my neck. And then I'm going to go in with a purple cream paint from NYX and my little sponge again, and I'm just going to go ham sandwich on my neck, dotting this everywhere. I'm also going to go in with the white cream paint to mix the purple, you know, to give us that more of the lavender color. But don't get carried away on this part because I am just going to end up covering my neck in glitter. See, told ya. I like the glitter so much on my head that I was like, I just have to cover my neck with it. I didn't mind like the little purple and white happening, but the glitter just sets it off. So I'm just doing the same thing, taking that eye candy adhesive, dabbing it onto my neck, and then dabbing my sponge right into my glitter bowl and pushing it into the skin. I loved it. I don't know what it is about holographic glitter. It is my favorite. And if I could walk around drenching it all day, I would. Even on days that didn't have anything to do with Halloween. Okay, so I was feeling like the little cheek area was a little empty, so I'm just taking a brush that we've been using the whole time. It has no extra product on it. I'm just kind of pulling it down into a little bit of a point, just because we're gonna add some glitter here because we don't have enough glitter on us at all, and we always need more. So I'm just packing it on the same way we've been doing before. I'm just using a makeup brush this time, and then I'll dab some on with my finger. This is really fine glitter. It's from Makeup Forever. It's super, super tiny, and I'm just pouncing that over top, blending it with the chunkier glitter below it. And don't mind those white dots happening on my face. We are gonna cover those with some jewels. And clearly I'm just going ham with the glitter. I'm putting it everywhere. Yay. It's the same way that I threw some dots on my face with a white eyeliner. I'm just doing it with a purple liner. It is actually a lip liquid liner from NYX, but I'm just using it as I want. So I'm just adding purple dots wherever I want. And then lastly for the lips, we're gonna just basically do the same thing we've been doing. I'm gonna line my lips first with whatever I have, and then I'm going over it with like a purple liquid liner. And then I'm gonna blend that out with some purple shadows from the Morphe palette, the same ones that we've been using, and the BH palette too. And then I'm gonna go in the center of my lip with the silver that we used from the Flash palette. And then lastly, I'm gonna go over all that with the MoonChild Glow Kit. So once all that is complete, this alien is complete. I hope you love her as much as I do. That is it for this video, guys. I don't have anything else to tell you except I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.